The #1 Zed in the world, ZED99, has been on an absolute tear recently in Korean solo queue. He has an 80% win rate from his last 20 in Korean Grandmaster MMR. And one of those games, of course, was against FAKER. FAKER been playing a lot of Viego recently. This matchup is Zed versus Viego. Hope you enjoy it. Quickly before we start, guys, I noticed like 80% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you want to subscribe for great content, feel free to do so and maybe leave a thumbs up on the video. I really do appreciate it. Jumping onto the Rift now, guys. I'm super hyped for the matchup. We got that Zed versus Viego. FAKER running the exhaust, running the press the attack. There's not really much that Zed can do in the early game against this Viego. Viego should be able to win all trades, all duels. ZED99 needs to survive, hit mid-game 1-2 items, start looking to combo around the cooldowns, and start to take over the game. FAKER needs to press his lead. He needs to set up the stuns with the Talia. And you can see both junglers are the AP. A lot of the time, Korean high elo, like most players know everyone else, especially everyone knows ZED99 in Korea. He's very famous. So when he isn't champion select, a lot of the junglers or top laners will play AP champs so that they have a mixed damage comp. In your games, a lot of the time, guys, you'll pick Zed and then your whole team will play full AD and the enemy team will pick like Malphite, Udyr, Alistar. In that case, dodge the game. ZED99, very high elo, and he actually dodges if Zed's banned. He dodges if the comp is bad. He literally only plays Zed. Look at his match history. Only Zed, not a single other champion. It takes a lot longer for him to climb because he's got to dodge so many selects, all that type of stuff. But in the end, he gets there. He climbs over 1,000 LP. He gets the job done, and there's nothing stopping you guys from doing the exact same. As this early game matchup in the lane, not much should really happen. Zed waits for level 3. And now all you want to do is throw your WE out and try and harass the Viego down to low health, where maybe you could look for an all-in. But as you can see there, you're not going to beat FAKER in a 1v1. It's not going to happen. The Viego's kit's too strong, especially with the PTA. I don't know why. Most Viegos run Conqueror, but FAKER goes for the PTA just for these short upfront bursts. And FAKER, of course, knows how to play Zed, knows the combos, and he's able to dodge out most of the combo damage. Talia swings through to mid lane. I wonder if FAKER is going to build Stride Breaker. I've seen some Viegos going it recently. Apparently, it might be actually be better than the Gore Drinker setup. I might do a FAKER Viego review. Let's see. It's one of his most played champions this year in solo queue. As you can see, it's a pretty slow tempo early game. ZED99 is not renowned for just taking huge risks. He's not renowned for just completely going for outplays on outplays. He is a very slow, controlled Zed player. Don't get me wrong, when he wants to, he can absolutely do a quick, fast combo and pop off. But he plays very, very controlled. You'll see him in team fights later on. He just sits back. He analyzes the team fight. He waits for everyone's cooldowns to come out while he gets his WEQ poke. And at the exact moment when enemy has used everything, he uses his W to go in and he just obliterates their comps. I love watching his Zed. It's such a pleasure, and it's different to a lot of other people's Zeds. You'll notice. Super controlled. As he gets a little bit of a short burst onto FAKER. And level 6 is coming up. I'm excited. And FAKER's got an 11 CS lead for himself, which is actually pretty huge. As a fight's outbreaking at the red side. Dodges out on the stun from Viego. We move in. We pick up the kill on the Talia with the ignite. And now FAKER, of course, is in trouble. Nice little movement there. Good setup from his team. He collects it. Gets a kill. He'll head back to base now for some lethality, hopefully. And this is where the game should start to get pretty spicy. Oh. Oh my god. He's like 1 health. I'm pretty sure the shadows are a little bit bugged or what on this replay. Level 6 now for the Zed. We almost have Flash. Flash up in 5 seconds. I don't think this is doable. He was thinking about it though. Hard shove it in, get out of lethality, and try and get a solo kill onto Faker. We have the level lead, we have the kill lead. My man is staying on the map for a long time with a lot of gold. We're going to try and roam topside for Darius. Boom, roams up into the top side. Ults over onto the Talia. He's tanking tower, got to be careful. And he picks up. That's a beautiful roam. Most players, including me, I would have based there. I wouldn't wanted to risk it. Flash is out on the Viego. Oh, we got to try and run here. Faker. Not able to grab anything for himself. 2-0, here we go. Get him back to the base. It should be serrated Dirk. And some more longswords, honestly. Let's see. He likes lucidity actually on Zed. I've seen him do some lucidity boots. There we go. He does he loves the cooldown reduction. Just absolutely loves it. And he goes those lucidity boots to get that 20 haste early on. It's just a really nice feeling. Double kill. 8 kills to 2. Game's looking pretty steady. And we'll just wait for the cooldowns in the mid lane. There's no need to move in. Fake is going to obliterate you right now. Has that level lead. And there's a couple of other Zed mains around. Whenever I say that this guy is the best Zed in the world, people tell me, you know, there's some other Zed mains on EU, NA, or somewhere that's better. But I think at the end of the day, Z99 is the best. Maybe the mechanics are similar, but his game sense, his consistency, it just all tops out. Like, it's just so consistent. His mental game, he never rages. He's just such a nice player, man. He climbs as he should be, like, beautiful, nice little kill onto the Zed there. Thresh assists. He's just super nice player to watch, man. Super consistent. I've watched some of the other Zed players. Sure, they can be freaky, but they have very inconsistent games. And of course, they're not playing on the Korean server against all the Korean and Chinese pros. Get the plate, move into the bot side now. Maybe able to dive the Lucian. He's going to back off and we're going to head straight into the mid lane. Maybe shove the next wave. Nice. That's a very defensive trade. And he does those trades often on these type of champions, the short range. You W back and then you still play towards your clone, your shadow. Oftentimes you proc that electrocute and you can burst them to half health. As you see him. Chunks out Faker, puts the sweeper so the enemy team has no idea where he's at. Gangplank ult comes out. Z99 has no cooldown. Has ultimate up now though, but no summoners, sorry. Ult's over, picks up the Darius. He wants to pick up. Beautiful, he grabs the Herald as well, spams the emote. And he should be able to get some plates mid. Happy days for the Zed. Yes, sir. The more this replay goes, guys, you'll notice like it's not KDA playing, but he is very like a very defensive player. He's not like a Caps always looking for the montage plays, if you understand. Just plays it very slow, controlled, precise, and clean. He picks those kills up. He makes the gold leads work as he gets the Eclipse into a couple more longswords. And Faker has no summoners. It's only a 2k gold lead. It may feel like more. But the enemy Talia is putting on a bloody clinic in the jungle. Sweeper, guys. Never forget changing from yellow to your sweeper. It's control wood in very deep there. What the hell is that? What's that? What is that control wood? I'll move in now. He has flash coming up, has ultimate. Pops the ultimate. Lands everything. Beautiful. Like, nice little solo kill onto Faker. How you doing, mate? And he'll be able to grab this tower up for himself. Thanks, Elise. You had fun watching. Pyke's on the hunt. Back to base for another Dirk. Get some more lethality going, baby. Ooh, it's going to be a Black Cleaver. Okay. Looking for that cooldown reduction. I like it. I like it. We get a little bit beefy as well. Of course, with the runes, guys, we run Ultimate Hunter as well. So we're looking to utilize those stacks, and we end up getting a lot of cooldown reduction or haste. And our ultimate ends up being like a 20-30 second cooldown late game. It's pretty gross. As we move in here, ults over the Pyke. Flashes away. Still has his R tick back. Dodges the Talia. Flashes for the Pyke. And he should get collected here. W's out. Are you kidding me? He absolutely styles 1v3. And that was absolutely amazing. Spamming those emotes, spamming that laugh. He knows when he styles on him. So he flashed out, but his R was still back. So he R'd back, flashed to one-shot the Pyke. And the R was a dodge on the Talia flick, right? And then his W's back up by the end of it because of all this haste. Nutty. And soon enough, you're going to want to start dropping into the side lane as ZED. And send your Varus into the mid lane. You just don't want Varus in a side lane against a Talia Pyke. Like, they're just going to clean you up. Moving in now. W's behind. Ultimate is, of course, up. Looking for it. Oh, no. He gets collected for the shutdown, and Darius might actually live. He misplayed that. He should have R'd over the Darius hook, but he didn't quite get it. He's looking to R the Talia. He couldn't get the gap closed. Darius picks him up for 950 gold shutdown. The Eclipse shielding wasn't enough. And this is going to give the enemy team a chance to come back into the game. One thing I've learned from versing Faker is that it doesn't matter what happens, how many times he gets ganked, how many times he misplays, he's always a threat. He's always farming, he's getting XP, he knows exactly where to be, and he's going to have, you already know he's going to have items mid-late game, and he's going to be able to have perfect positioning, perfect macro. So you never want to give that, you never want to give him the chance to come back into the game, trust me. I've made that mistake. Ultimate up in 10 seconds. He knows the Pyke's moving in. There we go. Hello, Pyke. W. Oh, also onto the Pyke. These Qs. Oh, Pyke flashes actually. The Ignite might be able to burn him. Oh, can't get the Pyke, unfortunately. And it's a 1-for-1. Absolute fiesta. This Lucian, I'm kind of worried about having a Varus He has Kraken as well, which means like Lucian, Pyke should just be able to... Varus has no mobility. That's why he struggles in the meta. That's why no one plays him. No mobility. You're better off picking other champions. If you play into this comp, you're just you're sitting duck. As we now have dropped into the side lane. Need to be a bit careful for the Darius. We need to R over his skill shots. Who's going to match? Alright. So they're going to give the dragon. And they're going to trade it for topside tower and herald. It should be a pretty positive trade. A lot of lower elo players really struggle with this type of macro. You don't have to fight every dragon. You don't have to fight every tower. You can simply go to the opposite side of the map and take all the resources there. You don't have to just group and fight every single time, guys. It happens way too often. Just play it slow. If you got the gold lead, enemy team has better positioning, better vision for the dragon, just give it. Just give the objective and wait for a better setup. Black Cleaver has been completed now. He wants Varus to bait it, and then he'll go in and try and obliterate the Lucian. Oh, Viego. Uh-oh. W's out of that Toya flick just. We'll pick up blue buff. Probably collect top lane wave, and then maybe look again for another fight. So FAKER has gone for a shield bow. Okay. I understand, sure, you don't want to get one-shot by the ZED. But outside of that, I don't know. Well. Does he have shield bow? Is this bugged? He's going at... He's double daggers. I'm confused. Now ZED99 just sitting on the flank very patiently. And he just waits. Oh no, this is not good. Waits the exhaust out and he gets bursted. And this game has just got blown wide open. As he tried to wait. Do you see what I mean? How he's just sitting on the flank waiting for all the cooldowns? He flashes into the team fight, looks for the burst. He can't get it. He gets exhausted. And we've got a game on us. We have got a game on our hands, folks. I'm intrigued. I'm just confused about this FAKER build path. I'm so excited to see what he goes. League of Legends, you never know what you're going to get. Got our last whisper now. Making our way towards the Grudge. Great item on Zed. $18 kills to 17. Moving into the side lane now. FAKER's a little bit overextended. Thresh Lantern. Here we go. Ult to start. Instantly W's in. Picks up the Viego. Shurikens land. And that's a nice little pick. Hopefully they can try and get some objectives from that. Doesn't have ultimate, remember? It's a little bit awkward for him to get into the fight. Ult's only on a very short cooldown. I think it's 45 seconds or so at the moment. So it's up in another 10 seconds. Doesn't look like he wants to fight it. He just wants to farm that bot side wave. I think that's the safest option. Unless he can find a pick for himself. Ult's up now. Ah, he's gonna wait. Lucian shows himself. W, R. We can't quite get the kill. Lucian dash. Gale Force. It's super hard to gap close. Fortunately, the spot side wave is still there for him. Heads back to base now. Double longsword. And we've got to fight this dragon. Whenever the enemy gets 3 drakes, and you know the next 5 minutes they got that ocean point, sorry, that soul point, it just makes it a very hard decision on what to do. Ult's up in 5 seconds. Playing it slow, waiting out. Gotta wait for the perfect moment. Dragon has spawned. It's Infernal Soul. Maybe stack 4 Infernals onto blue side. Roger's Q. Looking to try and get on the flank. Just watch him. He's going to try and get right behind them. And the enemy team doesn't really know what to do. ZED99 moves in. Ults over onto the Lucian. R's back. Q's land. Pops that Lucian for the shutdown. You see how annoying it is? Like, he just has a very nice sense of the game. That's a perfect flank. Textbook. Now that Talia's out of position. Gotta wait. Gotta be a little bit careful into that Talia burst. They should be able to hunt her down and maybe try and pressure for the Nash. Watch the flick. Watch the flick. Hook lands. Thank you very much, says ZED99. Picks up his 9th kill of the game. And they start up the Nash. Varus has Kraken. I think it's doable. Nice. Once again, they have no idea where he's at. Gonna try and wait for the calories to come through. Burst the Darius. Ultimate is up. Looking to pop the R onto Faker. And we're not able to live. Here we go. Here comes Pyke. Here comes the Faker outplays. Scary stuff. But they keep the Nash onto the gangplank. We have our grudge now on the Zed as well. Who wins late game? It's hard because I really like Varus gangplank scaling. I just don't like Elise scaling. It's pretty crap. The Darius is not farming very well though. I think it's going to be very tight. Moving bot side. Have our flash. We have our ultimate. Talia is completely out of position. Elise picks it up. Shield blow. Blade of the Ruin King. Faker just looking for a 1v1. Complete chaos with these pings. ZED99, he needs to get the wave in first. One thing you notice when you're playing Korean high-elo, a lot of the times just mute pings. I get a headache. They don't type as much as other regions. They just spam ping on what they want to do. It's a pretty effective way to communicate, I guess. It's not bad. You can just get pretty chaotic at times. Was there someone on a flank? I think the Viego's behind. ZED99 picks up the red, pops the ultimate. Faker trying to utilize his kit. Look at that healing. What the hell? Sliced that Viego apart. We pick up our 10th kill of the game. What a chaotic game. Holy crap. We've got our ultimate in 15 seconds. Looking for a flank again. It's a pretty nice comp to play Zed into late game, I feel. Lucian, Pyke, Talia, Darius. There's not like... You're not versing like an Alistar, like a Blitzcrank, or an Elise that can like insta-CC you. Just try and play towards the vision now. You don't have any wards in it. It's really nice when your support gets your yellow trinkets deep in the mid lane here. It helps the Zed get the picks. He sees the Talia. He might actually go for the Talia. There we go. Hello, Talia. Ult. Pops the hourglass, but it's not going to really mean much. The Talia should be able to get collected. And the dragon has spawned. Unfortunately, the Gangplank died. 30 seconds ultimate cooldown. No ultimate for the Zed. He's in the middle of the fight. Here comes FAKER. Pops into Varus. Oh my god. Guy's nasty with it. Z99 ultimate up. Uh-oh, here we go. 1 second. Look where he put his W behind in that brush. And we pick up that solo kill onto the Lucian. We probably tanked a little bit too much health. But FAKER, of course, he goes for the objective, goes for the dragon. And the Gangplank is left to 1v1 the Viego. And he's able to get it. Nice. Gangplank items. He's actually coming into the game. His farm's looking real nice. Ultimate's up for the Zed. R. Needs one more auto on the Pyke to get it. Doesn't even actually need it. He has the R back for the Talia now. Dodges the W. Lantern's out. Is it just me or is his Z ult is on less than a 20-second cooldown? What is this? Yo, his Z ultimate's on a 20-second cooldown. How much? Dude, we're sitting on a lot of gold. We get a Ghost Blade and a Dirk. And we're looking to speed our way into the top side to set up for the Baron. Lucian's 10 CS per minute with items. You have to be careful. It's all... If you get all... Nice. And Z99... Once again, man. Like, this guy is just playing straight up towards getting a flank behind the team. You never want to be front on with Zed. You know what I mean? You don't want to be stacking with your team and just running in front on. You want to be on the flank. And it's too late. By the time they notice you, it's too late. You're already on them and out. As you can just see the flank. He wants to try and get into this brush here, but someone should have warded it. And there's a pink there, of course. As we're moving in now, Ghostblade procced. Slowed onto the Darius. WR. What the hell was that? Threshland him, gets him out to safety, and we could pick up the Darius. We gotta try and regen some health now. We'll get the red buff. Red buff should regen him back to full. Uh-oh. Here comes Faker. Pops the exhaust. Needs to flash out. Pyke's in there. Varus is absolutely useless. But has an hourglass as Zed comes back in with the ultimate. It's a 20-second Zed ultimate cooldown. As Pyke moves in. Beautiful ult here. And they pick themselves up in ace. Can't end though. Darius' spawn. It should be a Baron set up into a siege. Greedy, greedy, greedy. We're going to try and pick up the red. Look for the Darius. I'd love to see him look for the 1v1. Last item is going to be an Edge of Night, of course. That's going to help his engages in his flanks a lot more. It's going to be harder for them to CC him up. Oh. Bot lane is slow shoving. They don't need to really rush into anything. They can just wait for the bot side wave to shove. As Elise almost throws the game by going over. You're in no... Look at the map, guys. Look at the minimap. Like, you're in no rush. Too many people and my bloody teammates run deep mid lane here, get picked, and then the enemy team stalls out for another 5 minutes or something. You don't need to rush into anything. Wait for the waves. They're going to help you out and eventually help you to win the game. Ghostblade proc. W? Not able to find the picks they want. Here we go. Off a vision here. Looking to pick up Faker. Ult on top of his head. Gets pulled by Darius. And Faker drops his hourglass. Does get picked up by the Zed. Pyke moves his way into the fight. Grabs him up. They pick this Talia up for the clean ace. And that is going to conclude the VOD, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. 16, 3 and 8 versus Faker's Viego. An absolute pleasure. Nice, slow, controlled Zed game. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later. Peace.